When it comes to how you drive your Corvette, it's personal. Your Corvette comes standard with the driver mode selector. On the mode knob, you'll find the preset weather, tour, sport, and track modes, as well as My Mode. Z Mode is accessed by the steering wheel button. The mode you're in is displayed here on the Driver Information Center. Let's touch on when and why you'd use these modes. Weather mode is specifically for driving on wet or icy surfaces. It is not intended for use when the vehicle is stuck in sand, mud, ice, snow, or gravel. Tour mode is your default setting for normal city and highway driving. Sport mode is for when road conditions or personal preference demand a more controlled response. Track mode is designed for track use and gives you maximum vehicle performance settings.
Love the sport mode because it gives you kind of that edgy feel and response as you're driving. When you're in tour, it's a little bit more quiet, a little more calm. It's the mode that you want to start your car in at 4:30 in the morning so you're not waking up your neighbors. But that sport mode will definitely wake up somebody. It's got a nice, wonderful sound to it that you know that you're driving a Corvette with lots of power.
There's nothing you need to do for these 4 modes, but beyond those, there are 2 modes that allow you to customize nearly every component of driving. Those are Z Mode, your ideal setting for spirited driving with more of a single-use application, and My Mode, used to personalize everyday driving as it can be left set over ignition cycles. Let's start with Z Mode.
My favorite mode is the new Z Mode. That allows you to go into the infotainment screen and set each parameter, and then can be activated with a simple push of the steering wheel button.
You can personalize almost every aspect of your experience by configuring subsystems including engine sound, steering, powertrain, and brake response. You may also have available magnetic ride suspension. Z Mode is set from the factory with a combination of sport and track settings. To activate Z Mode, press the button here on the steering wheel. To deactivate, either select a different mode through the mode knob, or press the Z Mode button again, which will set it back to Tour mode. My Mode is very similar to Z Mode, but lacks the powertrain configuring. It will let you home in on what feels best to you for everyday driving. My Mode is set in tour settings from factory, but can be adjusted under settings on the center screen. Mode features will vary depending on your Corvette's equipment. Control is yours for the taking. Manual paddle shifting will give you full transmission control for your driving experience. With the vehicle in drive, press the M or manual mode switch on the center console. Use the paddles here and here on the steering wheel to manually upshift or downshift the transmission. Your current gear will be displayed on the instrument cluster or the head-up display if your Corvette is equipped with one. Hold the down paddle to shift multiple gears to the lowest available gear for maximum acceleration. The manual paddle shift system will not allow an upshift or a downshift if the vehicle speed is too fast or too slow, nor will it allow a start from any gear other than first gear. When in manual paddle shift mode, if upshifting does not occur when needed, the rev limiter will activate to protect the engine. To prevent damage to the powertrain, manual paddle downshifts to a lower gear cannot be done above certain speeds. Double paddle declutching allows the vehicle to temporarily disconnect the engine from the wheels, similar to neutral or engaging the clutch pedal on a conventional manual transmission. This feature is activated by pulling and holding both the plus and minus paddle at the same time while the vehicle is in reverse, drive, or manual mode. The vehicle will remain in this condition until both the plus paddle and minus paddle are released or piece in mint condition. If your Corvette is equipped with these available features, they will work together to help you avoid incidents and reduce crash damage while driving, backing up, and parking. Some driver assistance features alert the driver of obstacles by beeping. Most settings can be turned on or off by going here to Settings. Let's go over the assistance systems for parking and braking. First, the HD rear vision camera. When you shift into reverse, your infotainment display will show the area behind your vehicle as filmed from a camera above your license plate. Rear Park Assist helps you back up at low speeds. It beeps to let you know you're approaching a detected object, and 5 beeps sound when an object is very close. The available curb view camera is also for low speed, under 8 mph maneuvering. The infotainment screen displays a view of the area in front of the vehicle, including a top-down image and left and right images. The front cameras can be activated by the button in front of the driver mode selector. Buttons at the bottom of the screen here allow you to modify the view from the front cameras.
If you go up to a 2LT or a 3LT, you can get rear cross traffic alert. It will warn you that there is traffic coming from both the left-hand and the right-hand side.
Available side blind zone alert displays a warning symbol on the left or right side mirror when a moving vehicle is detected in that side blind zone area. Also, the symbol flashes as an extra warning if you turn your signal on in the direction of the detected vehicle. The available rear camera mirror provides a wider, less obstructed field of view than a traditional rear view mirror to assist when driving, changing lanes, and checking traffic conditions. This can be turned on and off here, and you can also press and release this button to select the brightness, tilt, or zoom feature adjustment. The Z51 Performance Package is required for track events and competitive driving, and your vehicle may not be equipped with it. If it is, consult the Track Prep Guide for more in-depth info. But here's an overview. First things first.
Check fluid levels, of course, that's basic with any track preparation. We ask you to add 2 quarts of transmission fluid for some extra robustness and track durability.
It is not required to remove the additional 2 quarts of dual clutch transmission fluid. Any transmission level set or change should be performed at your dealer, and the transmission fluid and the external filter should be changed after every 24 hours of track usage.
After that, we ask that you change the brake fluid to a high temperature, high boiling point brake fluid, 310 degrees C boiling point or higher.
There is a brake fade warning assist system in place to help ensure safe driving conditions while track driving. Messages may appear advising you to reduce braking to avoid overheating or to have your brakes serviced. Follow all advice. New brake pads must be burnished before racing or other competitive driving. The 2 brake burnishing procedure options are spelled out in detail in your owner's manual and in the track prep.
If your Corvette's power is lost or low, there are several ways to access your vehicle. Press the button on the side of the key fob to pull out the physical key. Insert the key into the backup key cylinder tucked under the air inlet behind the door handle to open the driver's side door. If you need to retrieve something from the cargo area, remove the rear license plate to access the second backup key lock cylinder. Insert the key to open the trunk. Locate the manual release cable loop in front and to the left of the brake pedal. Pull it 2 times to release the hood. Lift the hood slightly until the gas strut system automatically raises and holds the hood in position. Remove the left and right side shields in the underhood compartment to access the battery cowl cover. Remove the cover to access battery terminals to jumpstart the vehicle. After power has been restored, reinstate automatic lowering and raising of the windows, or window indexing, by starting the vehicle, partially opening the window to be programmed, and then fully closing the window. Continue to hold up the window switch briefly after the window has closed. Fully open the window. Continue to hold down the window switch briefly after the window has opened. If you're inside the vehicle while the vehicle battery is weak or disconnected, pull the release handle on the floor near each door opening to open the door. For more information, refer to the owner's manual. Corvette strategically wraps the driver with tactile controls to provide both a driver-centric and user-friendly cockpit. 3 toggles and up to 14 buttons separate you from your passenger. Standard dual-zone temperature toggles bookend Corvette's long strip of buttons. Tilt up or down at the top of the row to adjust the driver's side temperature, or on the bottom toggle to adjust the passenger temperature. Press the Sync button to set a consistent temperature for both zones. Just below or above each toggle resides available heated and ventilated seat options. Press either button toward the top of the row to adjust the driver's seat, or bottom to regulate the passenger seat. A fan speed toggle switch lies at the center of all the climate controls, flanked by zone, circulation, and defrosting buttons. Press Auto to allow Corvette to automatically regulate the fan speed and zone. Turn climate controls on or off with the power button just below the fan speed toggle switch. For more information, refer to the owner's manual. With the vehicle on and in park, adjust the driver's seat, power outside mirrors, and steering wheel if equipped, and then press the Set button. Release the button after a beep emanates. Immediately press and hold the 1 or 2 memory button until 2 beeps sound. Use the exit memory button instead to store seat and power steering column positions for more clearance when exiting the vehicle. Repeat these steps to set additional driver or passenger side memory seating positions. Tap Settings on the center infotainment screen. Vehicle, Seating Position, and then Seat Entry or Exit Memory to further configure automatic seat movements to your liking. Recall any saved positions manually by pressing and holding the respective physical buttons on either the driver or passenger side, or automatically by linking one of the two remote keys. Match the remote key number displayed in the Driver Information Center welcome message to the corresponding memory button when storing memory settings for automatic seat entry and exit memory to work properly. For example, set Remote 2 to memory seat number 2. One remote has a chrome flag and the other has a black flag for easy identification outside of the vehicle. Carry the linked remote key to your Corvette to enable these automatic personalized settings on the next key on cycle. For more information, near-field communication, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth, all different ways you can seamlessly connect your smartphone to Corvette. Pair your phone to Corvette's Bluetooth by tapping on the phone icon on the center infotainment screen, and then Add Phone. Press the Press to Talk button and say Pair Phone to bring up this menu with your voice. From your phone's Bluetooth settings, select the name shown on the infotainment screen. Follow the pairing instructions, and then the phone screen will appear when pairing is complete. Utilize Near-Field Communication, or NFC, by unlocking your smartphone, enabling NFC, holding your phone next to the NFC icon above the volume knob, and then following the on-screen pairing instructions. To utilize Corvette's standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capabilities, plug in the factory-provided USB cable into a USB data port. The respective icon will illuminate on the center infotainment screen. Tap the icon to bring life to some of your phone's content right on Corvette's touchscreen display. For more information, Corvette hides access to its storage compartments for the hood, hatch, and door releases, all to retain a sculptural aerodynamic exterior surface. With the key fob within 3 feet of your Corvette, press the touchpad below the driver's side grille opening below the headlamp, the hood release button twice on your key fob, or interior button on the driver's side door panel to open the front cargo compartment. This area can fit an airline spec carry-on and a laptop bag for added convenience. Close the hood by pulling it down and setting the striker gently into the latch. Firmly press down on the front edge of the hood until the latch clicks twice. Open the hatch by pressing the touchpad above the license plate, hatch release button twice on your key fob, or interior button on the driver's side door panel. Here, you can store additional luggage, 2 sets of golf clubs, or Corvette's removable roof panel. Pull the hatch down lightly until the power latch feature activates, closing the trunk automatically. Open either door with the key fob on you and tap the touchpad tucked under the air inlet. Inside, a hidden button in front of the passenger seat reveals a generous glove box to store smaller items. Place your phone between the seats in Corvette's dedicated compartment with available wireless charging. Other storage areas in the center console, door panels, and center armrest make Corvette an ideal grand touring vehicle. For more information, refer to the touch, pinch, and swipe an app on the standard high-definition 8-inch diagonal touchscreen, and Corvette's next-generation infotainment system responds with immediacy. If equipped, touch the navigation icon to gain access to available connected navigation services such as real-time traffic, up-to-date points of interest, local fuel prices, and parking options. Predictive navigation also learns your preferred routes and destinations to offer cater alerts utilizing OnStar, such as traffic on your route home. Plug in your compatible phone to utilize Corvette's standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capabilities. Near-Field Communication, or NFC, allows contactless communication between your compatible smartphone and Corvette, simplifying the Bluetooth pairing process. Place your phone with its screen facing out between the seats in Corvette's dedicated phone pocket with available wireless charging. The battery charging symbol will appear on the infotainment screen when charging. If not charging, remove the device for 3 seconds and rotate it 180 degrees before placing it in the pocket again. Multiple unique profiles offer a personalized experience, allowing adjustments for settings like radio presets, display preferences, and downloaded apps. You can either link a user profile to a particular key fob or create many others for a higher level of customization. Throughout your vehicle's lifecycle, you can download and update a wide array of apps developed specifically for in-vehicle use. Bose audio systems surround you and your passenger with a standard 10 speakers. An available 14-speaker Bose Performance Series audio system gains stainless steel speaker grills, adorned with a Corvette insignia on the center speaker for a refined look. For more information, refer to the owner's manual. Raise or lower Corvette Convertible's first ever retractable hardtop in about 16 seconds and while driving up to 30 miles per hour. Ensure the roof and tonneau cover are clear of any objects and the trunk is closed. Before lowering the top, start the vehicle and then press and hold the convertible top button on the driver's door. Windows will lower automatically and a chime will sound when the top is completely lowered. Press the mid-glass button on the driver's door to lower the rear window with the top up or down. Pull the same button to raise the rear window. Remotely lower the top by pressing and releasing the unlock button, and then pressing and holding the convertible top button on your key fob. Raise the tonneau cover by pressing the lock, and then the convertible top button on the key fob. Ideal for oil and coolant checks or fillings. Raise the top by pulling and holding up the convertible top button on the driver's door. A chime will sound when the top is completely raised, offering added security and quietness while retaining Corvette's signature shape and beauty. For more information, refer to the owner's manual. Before removing Corvette's roof panel, shift into park. Lower both sun visors and windows. Turn the vehicle off, and then set the parking brake. Open the rear hatch and remove any items that may interfere with proper storage of the roof panel. 3 release handles detach the roof panel, 2 above the sun visors and 1 at the rear of the panel. Pull each front release handle outward to unlock. Then press the button on the front of the rear lever. With 1 or 2 people, carefully lift the front edge of the roof panel up and forward. Once loose, grasp the center of the roof panel and lift it away from the vehicle. Conveniently store the roof panel in the rear of your Corvette with the interior facing forward and rear edge entering first. Position the rear pins into the lower receivers. Push each front corner of the panel forward until it clicks into the upper receivers. Before reinstalling the roof, make sure both windows are down and the vehicle is in park with the parking brake engaged. Remove the roof from the cargo area by pulling toward the rear of the vehicle until it separates from the upper receivers. Carefully lift the roof panel out of the trunk and then lightly place the roof panel over the top of the vehicle. Align and fit the rear edges of the roof into the openings in the overhead weather strip. Gently lower the front edge of the roof panel to the front of the roof opening. Make sure the weather stripping on each side of the roof panel is under the panel and each front release handle is in the fully open position. Pull down and turn each front release handle inward and push back and up on the rear release handle to lock the panel back in place.